YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. It is time for a new campaign because we finished the Vampire campaign, so we will still be doing Beastman, of course. I'm going to try and finish the Empire. People have asked for more campaign maybe from other Total War games. I'm entertaining that. Right now, I'd honestly rather be playing this one, but I'm not saying no either. I'm thinking through it, so I'm going to finish these. Because there's not all that many factions really on Warhammer. Like I said, it's the game that I would rather be playing at the moment, just from a personal preference. We're going to be playing as the Greenskins. They used to say hard starting difficulty, but apparently not anymore. So let's look at the race mechanics for the Greenskins, just make sure we're familiar. They can capture only territory belonging to the Dwarfs or other Greenskins. Armies have the fightiness meter, so the more we fight, the more likely we are to get a WA army. Animosity, so low fightiness is going to make them like start taking attrition because they're fighting each other. And then WA, which high fightiness will spawn the WA army. And then use the underway, which is similar to the Dwarves. So it should be pretty exciting here to play. And to have a proper Greenskin campaign, I'm not trying to bash on Azeg the Slaughterer because he is a lot of fun. We got to bring Grimgore. I mean, if we're wanting some WA, Grimgore is the guy. I like how he's missing a tooth there too. No doubt he took that out on someone. Looks like we could start with a Doom Diver, a Boar Boy, and a Black Orc, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, way better than what Azeg gets to start with. So let's crank up the difficulty to very hard and try this one to be a little more challenging. I think it's actually could be potentially pretty challenging early on against the Dwarves because Quarrelers are an issue until you get units to run them down. But, you know, with Grimgore around, he should be able to help pound on enemies. If it's too crazy, we can adjust it. If it's not hard enough, we can adjust it. Well, I say that. We can't, actually, because the only other setting is Legendary, and you can't adjust it to that once you're in the game. So we'll do very hard. Advisor help, we're going to turn him down to minimal. Off. Okay. And let's do the... let's enable the introduction, you know, just for fun, because I haven't played this faction before. So let's see what factions. So we get minus 10 upkeep for Black Orcs and Biggins. That's awesome. And then extra campaign movement range for all characters. Nice. So it's time to take Grimgore and lead in. Get the boys ready to start wrecking. That's a pretty cool load-in screen too. I like that. This mod with the improved loading artwork is, I mean, it's one of those no-brainer type mods. Like, it doesn't change anything in the game, and it puts some fun artwork in there. You gotta love that.
War comes. I can smell it.
I love the pilot dung. So Greenskin appropriate.
The old world teeters on a blade's edge, but a steadying hand may yet save it. Is that my role? Alas, nothing is grand. I am merely a humble advisor to Grimgore Ironhide, the most brutal of Black Orcs. Even that bestial intellect recognized a use in me. His horde as we travel south, laying waste to the stunted and rival orc tribes alike. Deep in the Badlands, Gorfang Rotgut, master of Black Crag, challenges his superiority. Grimgore stands to take the whole of the old world as his prize. But first, he must vanquish Rotgut and take Black Crag as his new capital.
Grimgor does have it going on. You got to give him that. He's definitely ranking pretty high up there in my favorite legendary lords.
Think you can hide from me in there? This fortress is now mine. I'm the greatest, not some stinking goblin-loving git called Rotgut. Immortals to me. Let's go.
Not some goblin-loving git. I love it.
See for yourself.
Who do we got here? We got an orc war boss up here on a wyvern too. That's pretty cool. We got some black orcs. Alright, so they want me to look around the map. Okay. Got it. See for myself. I've seen. Survey the battlefield. I'm surveying.
Be sure to join the fight yourself. The warrior.
Alright. I like how Grimgor's always telling people to say his name. No narcissism there, but hey, when you're Grimgor, you can do that. Pretty sweet looking battlefield. Some of the underground lighting used to look better, like before the game actually released. This isn't too bad in here. Looks fairly appropriate. Wow, my black orc just took a nasty shot right there.
And advice is available at your request, my lord.
Yeah. Let's get Grimgor up the walls. Got the Doom Divers back there. Let's watch some of the action over here. This ought to be pretty cool.
Attack, my lord Grimgor. Attack. Show the enemy how a black.
Let's watch these siege towers hit here. This ought to be fun. There we go. There come the orc boys out. Gonna be fighting the goblin archers. Alright, let's go see how Grimgor's coming along. He's getting ready to head up the wall. Our black orcs are getting savaged pretty bad. Grimgor, though, not much damage. Spells going on over here. Wah. These guys are gonna be getting a lot of attack in there. Here comes Grimgor. Check him out. He didn't just bring one ladder with him. He's got multiple ladders. These people are about to be very sorry when Grimgor gets up here.
Attack the sides and the rear of the enemy where possible. Their courage will surely fade if surrounded.
Alright, so here's Grimgor. He's up on the walls now. Gonna be ready to pound some heads. Oh man. Love that Grimgor action. Alright, I got my black orcs up here now too. Let's come over here and attack these goblin archers and help out some of these other units. The black orcs are going to be pretty redonkulously strong too, and Grimgor's not going to have any problem absolutely hammering his way through these goblins. Sorry, through these gobbo gits. I can't really do very good orc speak, but I'll try and at least throw a little bit of orc speak in from time to time. Orc speak kind of has like this like slang British accent to it also, and since I'm not British, that doesn't help me probably. Really? I'm not British? You'd never know from the way I talked, right? Alright, here comes my black orcs. Let's watch these guys.
The enemy begin to crumble. They run from the
Yeah, the black orcs are going to absolutely destroy all the goblins around here. Black orcs, hugely superior unit. That's going to be awesome to have as Grimgor. What do we got down here? Goblin Big Boss. Let's go fight him. These Doom Divers are about to get hit by the Orc War Boss on the Wyvern. Okay, I'm going to come after this Goblin Big Boss with Grimgor. Grimgor's not scared of any goblin scum. He's going to take his teeth. Here we go. One-on-one. Boom! Where'd you even go, man? Grimgor takes big giant turds the size of you, buddy. So...
Be sure to take charge of the forces you control, sir.
Well, I didn't control them previously, but apparently we do now. Let's get in here and chase these guys down. Oh man, Grimgor's beating the crap out of this Goblin Big Boss. Let's go over here and beat the crud out of these biggins. Our black orcs are doing great. Should be able to beat the big uns up pretty badly. I want to chase all these routing artillery units out of here before they get reset and cause more damage. I'm thinking Grimgor, he could probably take this whole unit of big uns. I don't know for sure though, because big uns cause a lot more damage. But with the splash damage and everything, Grimgor might be able to get it done. He's certainly causing some damage. They may just make him immortal in this battle, in case you miscontrol him, because he's not even taking a single hit point worth of damage, so they've probably just made him immortal. Are these orc biggins? I do have some biggins. There's some trolls back here that we'll have to watch out for. There's 4 units of trolls. That's a pretty considerable number. Yeah, Grimgor is clearly invincible at this point because he destroyed this whole unit. Oh, he has Wa. I didn't realize that too, so we'll have to use that. Our black orcs have decimated some orc biggins. Let's see. Oh, I've got more units back here that I haven't brought in. Let's bring these guys in to help face off with the trolls. And let's go ahead and bring Grimgor back here too.
Your words and actions can inspire the troops before you. Use your influence and ability.
Yeah, shut up, oldie McOld. All right. Here comes the trolls. Bring these Arrow boys up. My big uns are going to get a little bit jacked up by the trolls, but if they can survive the charge, they ought to do pretty good, because they got a bonus versus large.
The heart of the city is within sight, my lord. Press forward.
And I've got Grimgor headed towards the city center. Yeah, the trolls are doing decent, but they're starting to take damage, and their poor leadership is going to come out to show here in a moment. We're going to have to get some speedier shoes for Grimgor. Get him some speed upgrades once we start leveling him up. May not be my first priority, but kind of like to do it. Let's move these guys up. And then I've got some Arrow boys that are coming up here too. Grimgor hasn't even rounded the corner back here yet. Come in here and go after another unit of trolls. Looks like we got supporting infantry. Grimgor still hasn't rounded the corner. Keep it in cinematic mode for a minute. That's cool, the troll picked that dude up, slinging him around. Some of the animations in this game really are cool, but I kind of like, honestly, some...
Amongst his mounted troops. Take him down.
Okay, yeah, so Gorfang Rotgut is here. It looks like we got the Orc War Boss in here too. There's Rotgut. And here's Grimgor. There's some trolls back here that have regrouped. I'm going to attack them. Grimgor can probably break these trolls pretty quick. See how my orc biggins are doing over here. They're getting pounded on pretty bad, but we were able to rout the boar boys. Looks like Rotgut's fighting with the orc war boss. There we go. We just need to bring Grimgor over here to attack Rotgut, who's right now being attacked by the orc war boss. There's Rotgut on his war boar, looking pretty sweet. It's definitely a cool looking mount. You coming, Grimgor? So apparently Rotgut's either dead or fleeing. I think he's dead. So I don't see him fleeing anywhere. Grimgor never even made it to the town center. He's like, it's like you filthy gits. I'm tired of walking. That's a pretty sweet loading screen right there too with the zombie dragon. That is pretty nice. Alright, so now we'll get loaded into the campaign. It's a fun little introduction battle where we get to tinker around with an invincible Grimgor.
Black Crag is yours, my brutal lord. The pretender Gorfang and his pitiful tribe retreat to lick their wounds. The world lays open for conquest.
That's good. I like conquest.
The Badlands are dominated by tribes of inferior greenskins. See for yourself.
Yes, I see them.
My snitches tell me that Gorfang has retreated to another of his strongholds at Iron Rock. Even now he will be gathering his strength against you, Savage Lord.
Savage Lord. Could you be like any more...
The Red Fang maintain a
Lick-butt?
fortress at Valea's Sorrow,
Name this guy.
from which they may launch attacks against you.
I'm gonna rename him
It
Oldie
must fall.
McLickbutt.
The Crooked Moon tribe have agreed to stay out of your fight against the Red Fang. Time will tell if they are good to their word. And if not, they will feel the wrath of Grimgor.
Thank you there, McLickbutt.
Gorfang cannot be allowed to sit behind his walls and raise another army. The time to move against his strongholds on the plains is now. Call your immortals to advance. Good. No doubt the Red Fang will be alerted to your advance. Your forces remain depleted by battle, my lord.
Okay. Probably had enough of that. Let's get some orc boys into here.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
I hesitate to bring such a mundane matter to your savage attention,
Well, then
my
don't.
Lord Grimgor. But you should look at improving your infrastructure. Now you dominate Black Crag.
Like orcs care about infrastructure projects. It says building upgrade available, but... Okay. Shut up!
Upgrading your training facilities will
Thank you.
enable you to... Excellent.
right.
Patience may not be your strong.
There we go. I'm gonna wait till the next turn here. We've got some orc boys on the way. I'm gonna get some goblins
The
once
Red Fangs send out a force.
Okay. Red Fangs, engage. Got it.
Ready for murdering.
Ready for murdering. That's right, Grimgor. We're gonna definitely get some murdering on here. Let's just auto-resolve this one because I want to fight Rotgut again here in a moment. Replenish our units.
Keep moving.
So that definitely helped probably our fightiness. Yeah. Jumped up our fightiness some. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. That'll just boost up our fightiness a little bit more. We got a banner here. Drag the banner on the unit so we get extra armor. This is a black orc banner, so I'm just going to put that on them. Alright, so we killed an enemy. We gained an enchanted shield. That's pretty sweet. Let's take a look at our upgrades here. I'm going to give him Root Master so he can march further. Evasion chance, Raiders, Looter, Ravager. I kind of want to come in here and start giving upgrades to Orc Boys and Goblins because they're cheap units and I can use those early on, make them much stronger. So that'll help a lot versus the Dwarfs who are going to have fairly stable... Or sorry, against the Stunties who are going to have fairly stable infantry units early on in this game. So let's keep that in mind. Got this growth, the pile of shiny stuff. Obedience +4. Ooh, no, we definitely want this right here. The Cave of Shines. Shinies, sorry. Cave of Shinies. Oh, man. You gotta love these guys. All the names. I can't wait to name all the lords and characters and stuff, too. This is going to be a lot of fun. You all can participate, of course, in the comments. I'm really looking forward to this campaign. I think it's going to be just as much fun as Beastman, if not maybe even more fun. So, definitely looking forward to it. Let's go to the encampment so that we can retrain quicker. I want one more, or no, let's do the local recruit. One more orc boy and then, or two more orc boys and a goblin. I don't want a ton of archers yet. I need plenty of infantry to be able to fight. And then the goblins, I'm going to use them because they're fairly quick. We can run down enemy missile units. We're going to get ready to go attack Iron Rock. Raiding? Who's raiding? What? How are they raiding?
Get some.
It says people are raiding, but when I zoom up... Am I raiding? Oh, a raiding camp. Yeah, I'm raiding my own lands. Ha! I forgot their camp actually does raiding. My bad. So I'm screwing up obedience by doing that. I was like, who's raiding? All right. I kind of want to get Black Crag here, or Iron Rock. So let's go ahead and make a move on Iron Rock. What? No, come up here. Yeah, accidentally moved in the wrong way. All right. Let's end one more turn here. We need to build a goblin workshop so we can start research as well. And then I need to look into the quickest way to get some agents. Also, I want to get them out early. Take it for the boys. Capture the following settlement. Karak Asgal. Okay, that's kind of out of the way. Let's take Iron Rock instead. So Iron Rock will be ours. I'm just going to occupy so that we can use all the buildings already there. We picked up Glittering Scales, and it's available. Assigned to a character of my choosing.
Your territory expands, Savage Lord.
Yes, shut your face. All right, here we go. Here we go. I like it, Grimgore. Here we go. All right, so see, I've already got +3 melee attack now for goblins, night goblins, orc boys, and then the next one is 7. Or no, yeah, this one's, yeah, next level is 7. And then the highest level is going to be 12, and then 10 charge bonus. That's so awesome. It's going to make those units really good early on. And then, of course, you know, we're definitely going to be spending some points to make Grimgore into the absolute melee beast that he deserves to be. This building is redundant. Let's get rid of it, and let's upgrade the Cave of Shinies. There is a battle up here. It's the battle at Thundering Falls. And I'd kind of like to fight it because we'll get some good stuff early on for Grimgore, so I might get a little bit risky and just go for it. We got the Enchanted Shield, which is with 3 armor and extra 5 melee defense. This one gives the passive ability. Oh, yeah, we definitely want that because it pulls down the ability of nearby enemies, so we'll stick that on Grimgore. It's kind of hard to believe that Grimgore would wear anything glittering. I think he would have to call it Shinies instead. You think Grimgore's probably got a pretty big bag of teeth, one would imagine, too, right? One would imagine. I want to build a Goblin Workshop. Goblin Watchtower, Goblin Guardhouse. Okay, the Goblin Tinker Bench. We have to have a level 3 settlement before we can build it, so we can't worry about it now. So let's come back here, build this thing that actually gives us more growth. And then let's go ahead and upgrade that camp. And let's take this army. We have plenty of money, so even though we have fairly limited troops, let's plop out a couple more troops. Not going to hurt to have some more orc boys. And then on the next turn, we'll go fight the Battle of Thundering Falls. We're not a particularly strong army. We'll see whether or not we can win. I feel like with the...
Let's get some.
Okay, let's just go try it. Let's go try it. So let's go fight the Battle of Thundering Falls. We're going to be up against Valor Mine Ward. His troops here don't look particularly great, so I think we can take this. What do I mean? I think we can take this. Here we go, boys. Let's do this. We're not only going to win, but we're going to take a big gobbo dump all over the dwarves. Leave a pillar of poo for decorations.
To stun these counter stoppers. Time for a rock, I say. I'm gonna enjoy pulling these beards from their chins. First, though, we need to break their big guns. That's just cheating. I want some boys on that straight away. Stop their artillery from shooting, and we get more time scrapping. Justice more likes it. What you know? Just 'cause they're short, don't mean 1 or 2 of them ain't handy with their own choppers. They like fighting underground, but so do we. Ask any rat man under Mount Red Eye. Right, boys, that's the plan. Immortals, get your choppers out. This one's gonna be fun.
Did Grimgore just mention the Skaven right there? I think he did, because he said something about rat boys or something. Maybe I misheard him. Hey, check that out too, like the interesting like little triangle thing going on with the line there. That's odd. Alright. I want Grimgore and the Black Orcs out front, because they can tank the most damage. So I'm going to have black orcs over here, Grimgor right here. Let's put the line of orc boys right behind them. And I mean, it is a pretty big line of orc boys. And we got our arrow boys, goblin archers. And let's leave them to protect the Doomdiver catapults. Got our boar boys. And I'm going to send the boar boys down one flank and our goblin spears down the other. Okay, so we should be ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. I'm gonna go charging right in, just like one would imagine Greenskins do. Let's take our Doomdiver catapult and pick a dwarf warrior. Just to fire. Oh no, there's hammers. Fire at the hammers. I'm gonna go straight for Valor Mind Ward with Grimgor, and I'm gonna take the hammers with these guys. Let's hard group with Control G and issue an attack order through here with all of our orc boys. Boar boys move forward. Okay. My main infantry line is engaging. I'm going to go ahead and bypass some of these guys. Boar boys coming in. We should be able to fit our gobos through the flank here. Let's go get the quarrelers. And we got our goblins through here to go chasing the quarrelers as well. Alright, the boar boys are coming in on the quarrelers. Let's get into the back of these hammers. The hammers are the biggest threat. Let's take a look up close at some of the fighting here. So here's all the boys, ripping the beards off stunties. They're going to have reinforcements coming in. Here's Valor Mind Ward fighting Grimgor. And they have some gyrocopters coming in from the back. Let's get our guys ready to stop firing. Yeah, okay, we caught all these units back here. Let's kill these quarrelers. I'm actually going to take these boar boys back over here into the artillery. We've managed to destroy the hammers and the other units here. Let's swing some reinforcements over. And then let's get our arrow boys, or Doomdivers. Let's fire at the gyrocopters, and let's get our missile units an attack order here. Okay, the quarrelers are getting dealt with. Valor Mind Ward has been forced out of combat by Grimgor. Grimgor is now going to be ripping more beards. Okay, I've got my arrow boys and goblin arch. Wow, there comes the bombs. Holy cow. And the bombs have been buffed too, so pretty nice damage just done by some of the gyrocopters there. Not that I much appreciate it. Okay, we're getting some damage done on the gyrocopters. Wow, those gyrocopters did do some pretty significant damage. It's a good thing we had damaged the orc units this badly prior to that, or the dwarf units, or else we might have gotten routed there. Let's just keep falling in. Okay, one gyrocopter is wavering and going down quick. Okay, so we've chased all those guys off. Make sure everything's ungrouped. Valor Mind Ward is regrouped. Let's go after him. I'm going to start attacking more gyrocopters. Their steam guns will actually be pretty decent damage versus the targets that they are up against at the moment. Just going to blob all these guys into Valor Mind Ward. And pretty soon we should see the dwarf units give up and flee. I've got the Doomdiver catapults targeting the gyrocopters. We actually got a hit right there. And these gyrocopters are taking hits from... That's a gyro bomber. It's taking a lot of hits from my goblin and orc arrow boys. Check out the Doomdivers here. Wow, 2 hits there. Doomdivers are a pretty good shot. But it's a good thing that we had some arrow boys and stuff, or else those gyros would have given us some pretty bad time. So we've beaten the battle at Thundering Falls. So that's a nice start. Not going to hurt. Yeah, pretty solid victory there. Orc boys are nothing special in terms of their combat capability. They're just the boys. We don't even have any biggins or savage orcs or anything else yet. Eat the captives. I like this. Some tasty, stunty treats. So we have gotten the Gambler's armor, which gives Grimgor a ward save. And then we get a Goblin Big Boss suite down at Black Crag. That's going to be fun. That's going to be awesome. And we're definitely going to rename him already. So I'm going to call him... how do we rename him? Oh, right here. We're going to name him... Rotmouth Turd Muncha. Nice! Rotmouth Turd Muncha. Sweet. All right, so let's take care of a few things. First of all, I think we're gonna want to put the Gambler's armor on Grimgor, so we can give him another upgrade to boyz. And then I'm thinking we probably want to give the Shoota's upgrade as well. And then we also can get melee, more weapon strength. All these things are going to be pretty helpful for like my low-level armies, but then of course I definitely want to get Scarred Veteran and the other stuff set up for Grimgor. Of course we can still get Gitsnik and the Blood Forged armor, so some good stuff. And this Hatred looks pretty awesome there too. So all kinds of good stuff, but we got the Goblin Big Boss, Turd Muncha. We're going to need to get him into the army here as well. I would like to control all this province, but I'm not sure if I want to start a fight with the Bloody Spears just yet. Because if I weaken them, they're going to be good opposition to the Dwarves to start with. So I'm thinking let's go just keep focused on the Red Fangs and try and get rid of them first.
Move.
Alright, so here comes our Goblin Big Boss.
Gork's fist.
Gork's Fist.
Ready.
Okay, we were in Force March, so I can't recruit anything at the moment. Let's see how our...
Shake hands, then. Like.
What does Scabby Eye want? They want a non-aggression pact and they're demanding money for it? Screw you. Grimgor doesn't pay teeth to wusses. Failed the mission. Well, I wonder why I failed it. It's way over there. What is this? Oh, really? Great. -4 obedience. I really needed that. Let's do this boss tent here to get some extra obedience. We'll build up the building that's given us growth. I've got plenty of shiny stuff and teeth to afford some more troops. Thinking weak against armor, decent melee combatant. So the Orc Air Boys are just slightly better in melee is the big difference. I'd love to have some Wolf Riders and stuff. Let's check out the building chain so we know what to build. So Goblin Wolf Riders are going to come from Goblin Big Boss. Let's see, Orc Shaman, Night Goblin Shaman, Forest Goblin Spider Riders. Okay, Wolf Riders are going to come from the Wolf Den, which I could build at Black Crag if I had another slot available. Actually, I'd love to get some Wolf Riders quicker. I'd like to have this extra obedience, but can we build the Wolf Rider? Like, yeah, we can build I'm going to go ahead and build the Wolf Den here, and we'll wait to build the thing that gives us the extra obedience. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Alright, so we got the Goblin Big Boss in here. And what I'm thinking is we'll just get a few Wolf Riders to put in this army, and then we should be good. That'll give us the flexibility of speed and being able to run down routing troops, which makes a huge difference fighting against Greenskins, which we will be doing plenty of fighting against Greenskins right now. One more turn until we can train the Wolf Riders, and we can train them all the way down here. So what I'm going to do, we're terrible public order in this province right now. Eh, whatever. It's bad, it's bad. We'll come back and settle it down later. Let's just move up here in the turn. And let's get some wolf riders real quick. And then I want to hit the red fangs before they can get rebuilt. So we can now either get wolf rider archers or just wolf riders. Weak against armor, poor leadership. So I'm thinking just the standard wolf riders are going to be the better choice here, because they actually have, you know, just the slightest bit of melee capability. And they'll be more handy against quarrelers. So Thorgrim Grudgebearer is already at our doorstep here, and you can see why I want the wolf riders. Having 4 quarrelers and a grudge thrower up against you is big problems. We're going to have to auto-resolve this, so he's going to hit Iron Rock, probably destroy it. So the red fangs can wait. We're going to have to come pay back the stunty filth.
Dare approach me.
I'm gonna have to rip off some beards because Barak and others have declared war on me. There's a lot of stunty filth up there near Iron Rock.
Yeah, what? Keep moving.
Alright, so I'm gonna get back up here. I don't want... Really? How come I didn't get my wolf riders? Did I screw up? What? Oh, no, they hit Iron Rock, and that was where I was building the wolf den. I was so confused. Well, until we get the wolf riders, just in case I get attacked, I'm going to go ahead and train in a few more goblins just to run down all the archers and siege equipment. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for here for now. Hope you all enjoyed the first episode of Dwarf with Grimgore. We will be back, and think of your fun character names and stuff. Got to get things going right here. HeirofCarthage signing out.